Lubba lubba. Let's go. Come on, Mama. Good girl. See you when I get back. All right, it's Tuesday, May 23rd, and I'm going into Philadelphia because it's the visit of the Rickmobile from Rick and Morty, the animated series. And yeah, I'm a fan. Probably haven't really mentioned it that much, but I'm actually an animator. Aside from being a college professor, but that was my major in school. And I don't know if I have any students who work on this show. I haven't really seen any in the credits, but maybe, who knows. This water, I'm just going to get rid of it, but let's put these things in there for now. Yeah, I've got some students that have gone on to do a lot of professional animation work. Disney, Pixar, Warner Brothers, Family Guy, Simpsons, American Dad, Archer, Super Jail, a lot of stuff, games, feature films. What's going on here? That's what's going on there. And lock. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go into Philadelphia and look at see what's going on. It's on South Street, Philadelphia's South Street. Maybe that's like Hollywood Boulevard, Broadway. You know, I don't know. It's the city's cool street to be. And when I was a student here, going to school in Philadelphia, South Street, as it is now, was the place to go. You know, but it had a lot of nightclubs and wacky stores, not really mom and pop, but chic stuff. And at the time, you know, this was mid 80s. MTV was all the rage. And so punk rock, hardcore, new wave, you name it, you know, you could find it there on South Street. Bookstores, record stores, anything eclectic, and nightclubs, dance clubs. But there was a criminal element associated with South Street. The mob was pretty big there in Philadelphia at that time, and it wasn't unheard of to hear of shootings and killings and stuff. I remember one headline of someone finding a person shot in the head in a bathroom stall. Riots on Halloween and any other sort of heavy drinking holiday. St. Patrick's Day, for example. But it's changed. And gone are a lot of the dance clubs. Fortunately, the bookstores, the music stores. It's all on the internet now. And South Street is, well, it's trendy. There's some cool bars. And as a matter of fact, that's where the Morningmobile is going to be at, I think it's Tattoo Mom or something like that. It's been a while since I've been there. But yeah, and I think some of my students will be there, current, and maybe some graduates and past students. So it could be kind of like a fun little reunion. See who's there. See what's going on. Maybe I'll, you know, they're selling merchandise, so maybe I'll get some stuff. We shall see. But, yeah, my teaching semester is over. I'm on my break. And so this is one of those things that I can do. One reason why it's really cool to have a scooter. Or a motorcycle, I suppose. But, there are some parking corrals on South Street, and since I paid my yearly permit, I can park there for free for as long as I want, which is really incredible to do on South Street. I just hope there's room. Yes, there you go, Mr. Audi. You're on my list. So, beginning of summer. I think we're now into the riding season. And it's weather's been holding up. Yesterday it rained and I couldn't ride. And I've seen a lot of discussions on forums about people who like to ride in the rain and people who don't like to ride in the rain. I'm not a big fan. I will be honest. And it's not so much that I'm afraid. I don't like the conditions, to be honest. Yes, people say that, your tires can grip the pavement fairly well in wet weather, but, I think that's under ideal conditions. What I don't like is that once it starts raining, the oils come out. And yeah, you can wait 15. I prefer 30 minutes. I don't know what this person is doing. Very strange. Before we get on the road, let all the oils wash away. But there's more to it than that. Things will be slippery, but it's hard to see. Yes, this is rush hour traffic. It's about 5:30 or so. Hopefully it will lighten up because more people are coming out of Philly. One good thing is that people will drive a little slower, and that's a plus because I think the faster you go in the wet weather, the more your risk of sliding and slipping. Your stopping distance is going to be longer. So yeah, reduce your speeds. But one of the major things, I'm not sure what this person's going to do. One of the major things that I've noticed that I don't like about riding in the rain is your visibility is limited, and not so much by what's in front of you, but what's behind you. And I'm talking about the way you can see things in your mirrors. And so if it's raining and if it does get darker because of the rain, then really what you can see are just the headlights. And then that becomes more obscure because you're looking at it refracted through whatever water is on your mirrors. And so it's hard for me to see in depth what's behind me. The conditions are probably going to be a little bit better for someone who's looking at their rear view mirror inside their car, but if they're looking at their side view mirrors outside and there's water on it, they're having the same effect that I am with my mirrors. And so it's harder to see in depth. It's harder to see, is that a scooter, is that a motorcycle behind me, is that one headlight, or am I seeing one headlight and then the car behind me merges with that? And so it becomes confusing. And so they might think that whatever is behind them is farther behind them, and if they change lanes, that's not good. So I don't like those conditions. I don't like to put myself in that kind of a situation. Sometimes it happens. I'm going to work and it rains. I'm coming home from work and it rains, and I'm caught in it. It happens to all of us. And yeah, you got to do the best you can. Watch your speed. Don't lean into your turns too aggressively. Give yourself a longer moment period to brake, and you'll get through it. But I don't go into it. If it is raining, that's just, I'm gonna give it a call. It's a hard no. I have a car, or I can take a train. I've got other options of getting to where I gotta go. And so yeah, maybe it sounds like my skills aren't there for it. That could be true. If I were living more in the south, from what I understand, like in Florida, it rains quite a lot, and so your skill set will develop for that. It rains here, every so often. Fortunately, we're not in a drought-like situation or anything, and yesterday it rained. I can't remember the last time it did before that. Could have been 2 or 3 weeks. And when I say rain, I mean like an all-day rain, not just, a rainfall here for a half hour or so of it. It's nice for the rest of the day. It rained yesterday. So, yeah, be careful. If you are in a situation where you are going to ride in the rain, you probably want to bring or invest into rain gear. Keep yourself dry. My jacket does a pretty good job at that. I can think of maybe 1 or 3 times where I've been caught in the rain and I was drenched, like through my pants, through my jacket to my shirt, like drenched. I think once when I was going to school, and that was a little embarrassing. But yeah, if you have rain gear, it's probably good to have it, carry it with you, invest in it. You never know. Hey, how you doing? There you go.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Take care. So, wubba lubba. On to South Street. All right, here we are, famous and infamous South Street.